From secretly filming in New York's subway to acting through real pain, these are the weirdest facts about the movie The Warriors.
About the Warriors? They're a heavy outfit.
They're from Coney Island.
Warriors? You guys are the big dudes, huh?
Most people think The Warriors is just a gritty street story, but the idea actually started thousands of years ago. The movie is inspired by a famous Greek story about soldiers trapped far from home. They have to fight through enemy land to get back to safety. The director loved that idea and turned the soldiers into a gang. The journey back to Coney Island became the modern city version of that old myth. That's why the movie feels larger than life. The creepiest moment in the whole film was invented on the spot. The script didn't include the chant that everyone knows. The actor who played Luther remembered a strange guy from his childhood who used to scare kids. He copied that memory, tapped bottles together, and delivered that line in a chilling voice.
Come out to play, Warriors! Come out to play.
The director didn't interrupt, he just kept filming. That one random choice turned into the most iconic part of the movie. Mercy always wears a cool jacket in the second half of the movie, but it wasn't for style. The actress hurt her wrist during filming. She had to wear a cast under her clothes. The jacket was used to hide it so they wouldn't need to rewrite her scenes. That's why some of her movements look stiff or careful. She was acting through real pain. Many of the Warriors weren't action stars. They were actually trained stage actors from Broadway. They used their theater skills, including strong body movement, dramatic delivery, and intensity, to bring a mythic feel to their roles. That's why the movie feels half realistic and half theatrical. The studio wanted a big, famous actor to play the leader of the Warriors, but the director wanted Michael Beck, who was not well known. The studio disagreed. They pushed for someone with a bigger name. The director finally said, "If Beck doesn't play Swan, I walk away." And the studio gave in.
If you get separated, make it to the platform at Union Square. That's where we change trains.
Beck's calm confidence became the heart of the movie, and the film would feel totally different without him. Fox was meant to be important in the movie, but behind the scenes, the actor and the director argued constantly. Halfway through filming, he was removed from the project. Instead of recasting, the crew filmed a scene using a double where Fox is pushed under a train. That's why his character disappears so suddenly. Mercy wasn't supposed to end up with Swan. In the early script, she was paired with a different warrior. But when the director saw Swan and Mercy together, their chemistry was undeniable.
You gonna jump me?
Maybe we ought to pull a train on you. You look like you might even like it.
Fuck you!
Real tough chick.
So the romance was rewritten on the spot. It wasn't acting. They really connected on camera. And that unexpected spark transformed the emotional tone of the movie. Filming in New York's subway system in the 1970s was complicated. The crew didn't have full permission to block off stations for long. So they worked fast. They shot scenes between real trains and hustled out before the next one arrived. It felt like sneaking a movie into a working subway. That pressure created the edgy, nervous feeling in those scenes.
Fucking clowns or what?
The movie was shot in neighborhoods where people were not always friendly about a film crew showing up. Some residents were annoyed. Others were worried about real gangs getting involved. There were times when the cast needed police escorts just to move equipment. Some nights, the set felt genuinely dangerous. So when the warriors look alert and nervous, it's not just acting. The actors were watching their surroundings for real threats. Soon after the movie came out, real fights happened near some movie theaters showing it. The studio panicked. They shut down all TV and radio ads to avoid more violence. Usually, that kills a movie instantly. But this time, it had the opposite effect. People heard about the warriors through rumors and word of mouth. It felt like a forbidden movie, something dangerous and exciting. Crowds started showing up just to see what the fuss was about. Accidental mystery turned into free marketing. Years later, one of the actors shared a surprising story. He said President Ronald Reagan personally contacted the cast to say he enjoyed the movie. It shocked everyone. No one expected the president to watch a chaotic gang film, let alone praise it. This might be the weirdest behind-the-scenes moment. The huge bathroom fight wasn't carefully planned. It wasn't even fully rehearsed. The director told the actors, just make it look real. And they did. They slammed into real sinks, they hit real walls. They even slipped on the wet floor because the tiles were actually slippery. Some punches missed, but some did not. And by the time the scene was done, several actors had bruises from real impact. That's why the fight feels messy and raw. The baseball Furies look like nightmares in baseball uniforms, but their design came from something surprising: rock concerts. The director loved the wild face paint used by the band Kiss. He mixed that glam rock style with the New York Yankees uniform. The result was a gang that didn't look real, but somehow felt real. They barely speak in the movie. No jokes, no threats. Just pure silence and staring.
I'll shove that bat up your ass and turn you into a popsicle. Come on.
That silence made them even more frightening. Many fans say the baseball Furies are the one gang they never forgot. The movie never faked New York sounds. They recorded real subway announcements and real train noises late at night. Those crackly voices, the metallic screeches, and the echoing footsteps in the tunnels, all of that is real sound from 1970s New York. The crew wanted the city to feel alive, even in the background. So they stood on platforms and recorded everything. Trains leaving, people talking, doors slamming shut. That's why the subway scenes feel so natural. Subscribe if you crave even wilder, jaw-dropping facts about the most extreme movies.